Hey, what's up, people? Piz out here, and today I want to talk to you guys about the upcoming Friday the 13th, the series. I've had several people request for me to talk about this series, but I have procrastinated in doing so out of the hopes that it just wouldn't happen. I really didn't even want to think about it, to be perfectly honest. And then earlier this week, the news broke that the Friday the 13th series has been picked up and it will be broadcast on the CW. Seriously, I'm not kidding. The CW. And when I first saw the first post on Facebook, my gut reaction was, haha, that's funny. That's funny. And then I scrolled down, and there's another article. And then I scrolled down, and here's the Friday the 13th, the franchise website, posting about it. And here's, a couple of other, I guess, semi-credible horror websites that you guys know who are posting about it as well. And I read up, and sure enough, the Friday the 13th series, the new Friday the 13th series that's been in the works for a little while, is going to be on the CW. And I really want to know what you guys have to think about that. And if you think there's really any hope for that series. Now, the series it's not going to be like the Friday the 13th series from the late 80s, which involved a antique shop with a bunch of cursed antiques. And that's a pretty fun show. I've recently been going back and watching some of those episodes. Not all of them are winners. They're pretty cheap, but some of them are pretty entertaining. Some of them aren't bad, to be quite honest with you. I actually watched one just the other day that was written by Jennifer Lynch that I thought was pretty good. Actually titled Repetition, which was the working title for Friday the 13th Part 5, which I thought was cool. But anyway, this new series, every episode is going to involve, in some form or fashion, Jason. And thinking of the CW, and the CW being more of a teeny bopper kind of leaning network, and a female teeny bopper leaning network at that, I just do not see Friday the 13th and the CW. To me, that's oil and water. Now, I recently talked about the Scream series, which is on MTV. I just talked about the pilot episode, really my thoughts on it, and my thoughts on just the series in general, really. But Scream and MTV, I can see that. When it was announced that the Scream television series was going to air on MTV, I was like, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Friday the 13th and the CW does not fit with me. And I don't know every show that airs on the CW. I know they've got, the Vampire Diaries and stuff like that. So, I mean, I took to social media and I was kind of making fun of, the CW and Friday the 13th. And I posted, Jason Voorhees is a brooding, misunderstood bad boy who looks great without a shirt. Next on the CW's Friday the 13th. And honestly, that may not be outside the realm of possibilities with this series. If they can make vampires, brooding, lovelorn wussies, who the girls just swoon over, why can't they try and make Jason Voorhees the same? I mean, honestly, who's to say if they don't pull that hockey mask off and you've got, some sort of Abercrombie and Fitch model under there with just a little scar on his face, and he's like, I'm hideous. I'm a monster. You can't look at me. My mind is blown. My mind is blown. I do not see. Here on one hand, you have a hardcore, exploitative, down and dirty slasher movie, really, that you're going to turn into a television series that's going to air on the safe, what TV 14 is maybe as explicit as they go on the CW, and that's probably for like their 9 and 10 o'clock shows. I, I just don't see it blending. And I think what's going to happen, unfortunately, is it's either going to be just like this Scream series on MTV, which is just totally unrealistic and just, 30-year-olds playing teenagers, which, I mean, that's how it was in the films. But today, I don't know. I don't know. Okay, 30-year-old Abercrombie and Fitch models playing teenagers who don't talk like teenagers, act like teenagers, who are being stalked by some pretty boy, Jason Voorhees. And no blood, no gore, killings off screen. Very tame, very tepid, very lame. I just don't see it. I absolutely do not see it. I'm sure probably the CW was the only network that was even willing to touch Friday the 13th. I know Sean Cunningham is going to be an executive producer on the show. I don't know if that's going to mean that he has any kind of creative input. Probably not. I don't know. I'm actually kind of curious to at least see the pilot episode and just see, like, a brooding, lovelorn, heartbroken Jason Voorhees. And the girls are just swooning after him because, girls love brooding bad boys. And what's funny is if you've ever noticed someone brooding in reality, it's not cool. The only time brooding is cool is when it's on TV or in a movie. If you see somebody brooding just in public, you're kind of like, what's wrong with you? You're an ass. Get it together. I don't know. I really don't know what to think about this series. I think it's going to be kind of a train wreck, but hey, that's just me talking here. Jason will be involved in every episode in some form or fashion, it's reported. So, I don't know. Friday the 13th in the CW. We'll see. Let me know what you guys think about this marriage made in hell in the comments section below. Is there any hope for the Friday the 13th series on the CW? I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. As always, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Take care, and until next time, peace.